Oh.
It wouldn't be right.
These floors, were they stripped?
No, I stripped it off.
Yeah.
I just let her do it. She rented a sander thing.
That would be Russell.
Is that something?
It's easier getting off of this than it is getting off of the carpet downstairs.
I guess we can let you do that. Mom, did you put both the leaves in this table?
There we go.
Mom? Can I ask why you only put one leaf in the table?
Hey. We'll keep this stuff here.
You put it back behind there, maybe. Sean Penn.
Gotcha! Welcome to the cruel world of video.
I'm used to
Identify
it.
yourself.
I'm Al Mason. I'm the normal one in the family.
Of this generation,
This
right?
generation.
Real life.
And who is videoing you?
Edwin Clement III
Right. The normal one of which generation?
of the Clement.
Of the last
The
generation.
Pepsi generation.
The Pepsi generation. Little close up of the cameraman. Little something for the future. Okay. And what a vision of loveliness you are. Who are you?
I'm your wife.
Okay. And where are you from?
Jennifer.
Rush Street.
What's the matter?
Rush Street. Okay.
That's our.
This is what we're looking for. Nicole, tell me about it, honey. What did they do? What did they do, sugar?
Tell me.
He pushed me into the box. I didn't make
He
you.
did. And Nicole, who is this? Is this Benjamin? And what did he do?
He pushed me into the box.
Okay. Well, let's go check this out here too.
And Jennifer fell backwards right here.
Okay, Clement children, listen up. This is what a crying child looks like. I know you've never seen one before, but this is what they're like.
Should we hit him?
Okay, now, would you like to explain who you are?
Who I
Hey,
am?
this is for future generations. You
I, my dear, am a phenomenon.
a phenomenon. Okay, speaking of phenomenons, who is your mom?
Your sister.
Wait, my sister.
Would somebody get me out of
And
here?
your mother's name is
Kenny.
what? You don't come out till you
My
identify
mother's
yourself.
name is Anne.
Stop! Stop. Now wait. Okay, lady, excuse me. Excuse me, would you tell me what your name is, please? Look, future generations will want to know. What's your name, please?
Colleen.
Colin.
Colleen.
Oh, Colleen, not Colin. Okay, now what's your last name?
Van Fleet.
Van what?
Fleet.
Fleet. Okay, Van Fleet.
Yeah.
And you're here with whom, please?
Alan.
Okay, so
Mason.
you're not a conjugal member of this family then?
No.
Okay, in other words, there's no blood lineage or any of that kind of thing?
No.
Okay, we're clearly establishing your genealogy for future generations, and you are here
But and they,
with this guy right here, right? This is the one you're here with, all right? I've got that down now. Recorded for all generations to come. This is Alan Mason. And what is this?
It was a warning for cameramen. Actually, this should say cameramen will be shot.
No, the cameramen are the ones that do the shooting. See, let's don't forget that.
Oh, Alan, open that box.
Tracy and Al.
Which
That
box?
little box right in front of that.
Al, this is all the fun stuff you missed the last trip.
Somebody, excuse me.
Do you want to be?
Somebody gave me a wad of gum. Would you please
This
take
is
that?
clay.
Thank you. Okay.
I did.
It's clay that's been masticated then. Okay.
Here, eat this
What's
one.
all that? Okay, just a minute. Honey.
Okay. And what's your name?
How much longer the pie's got?
What's your name?
You know it, so
Okay, but-
don't forget it.
Honey, we need to know your name for the camera. Would you explain, please? Your name is what?
Andrea told you.
Andrea what, honey?
Andrea Davis. Your last name.
Okay, you know, people who'll be watching this for the next 100 years won't know who you are. Now, what's your name? Andrea? Dawn? Right? What's your last name?
Clement.
Clement. Very good. And you're who?
Nothing.
You're somebody too.
My
Everybody's
name is nothing.
everybody's a somebody.
Any second now.
Okay, you're Benjamin Clement, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just shut off.
Okay, now somebody
Oh, it's already.
somebody explain who this little one is.
It just popped off by itself.
The one with the puppy ears is who, honey?
What's her full name?
Jennifer Christine.
Okay. And then what is your name, darling? Come on.
Therese Nolan.
What is it again, honey?
Therese Nolan.
Okay, good. That's wonderful. Now, would somebody explain who this is?
Moose.
Moose?
It's a mammal.
Is that in moose or moose? Okay, what's the plural of moose?
Camera shy.
Yeah.
What a darling child that is. That is without a doubt the most gorgeous baby child I have ever seen in my life. Okay, now.
Be sure and get Tim.
Okay, Tim.
Yes.
Okay, would you explain who you are, please?
My name is Tim
Okay.
Miller, and this here's my kissing cousin.
Is that right? My goodness.
We're real good friends.
We're real close.
Is that right? Is that right? Well, you know, I'm really impressed. You know, there's nothing like close family ties. It's wonderful. Okay, and you're out of where? Where's your home?
Well, I come from, where should I say, all over.
You come from all over because your
Yeah.
parents are in the
Salvation Army, yeah.
right. So you were raised pretty much all over.
Yeah.
Yes, truth. Okay, and your parents are?
They're my, well, you want their names?
Yes,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay. My dad's name is J. Arnold Miller. That's what he goes by.
Okay.
And of course they're majors too because they're in the Salvation Army.
Right. And your mom?
It's Catherine Bernice Miller.
Who happens to be
My aunt.
by
My daddy's
by your
sister.
dad's
My
okay,
dad's
it's your dad's
sister.
sister. Okay.
Jordan Murray's sister.
And they're two of how many?
10. I believe there were
Two
10.
of 11, wasn't it?
Well, 11. I think there was a miss.
Okay.
It was stillborn. And then,
One didn't count.
Okay. Well, very
it's
good.
a big, happy Protestant family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasps.
Right.
Yeah. Lots. What? Wasp?
Yeah, white American Saxon.
Oh,
Anglo-Saxon.
yeah.
Protestant.
Something like that.
Something or others. Okay. Well, I appreciate the interview. You all are very succinct in all of your documentation of your family histories. And it's just nice to meet somebody so articulate and picturesque as well. Okay. We're back into this again.
Stop.
Honey, we've got things we have to do.
No. Mom, the gravy's done.
Okay, this is live eye. Would you would you like to
Run for
would
your
you
Ed, I would suggest that you move out of here for right now.
I have a weapon, Ed. You're gonna get
come back
far.
again.
No,
Didn't we make mashed potatoes we can throw
no.
at them?
This is the place for cameramen.
Just give him a little bit.
okay.
You
Get
did
ready
fine
to
all
This is the way people are seen as they really are.
Ed, I have a weapon.
Okay, now what is your name? What is your name?
Aunt Sarah's sister.
The Aunt Sarah's sister, the matriarch of the Clement dynasty. Right?
Remember that.
Is that right?
That's her.
Okay, now, would you like to explain anything concerning your family? Would you like to explain what you're doing?
I am putting gravy into receptacles so that we can pour it out in there on top of the stuff.
Receptacles. She gets paid
How about that?
$50,000 a year to learn that word.
Is that right? I thought a receptacle was something you plugged appliances into.
You plug away.
Here.
Oh,
Appliances.
is that a receptacle with something you sit
Oh,
on
could
and
you come in here and take the turkey out of the bags?
Are you the hostess? Is this your home?
Unfortunately, yes, this is mine. Would you follow me into the
Okay, yeah.
dining area and take the turkey out of the bag?
I'll follow you in, but I can't take turkeys out of bags. It's not in my job description.
And
See my hands? They're burnt. You and your movie camera.
Oh, my.
Excuse me.
Everybody get in your seat. Last one in their seats are right next. Hurry.
What the AT double T mix is this?
I thought I'd be fancy.
What is it?
It's salt.
Salt.
Salt?
Salt. Salt dip.
It's just still
Come on, Jen. Jen, sit down. We're gonna eat.
bring them in the right hand.
There's a pad on the table, so it doesn't need to be.
There is. Where? Okay.
Excuse me, lady, I don't mean to be obnoxious, but why are your children always crying?
Huh?
Why are your children always crying?
Because their obnoxious great old uncle is here.
Well, you know, I just happened to make that observation. Wherever I am and your kids are,
Don't let you
they're always crying. I thought maybe you could
Well,
explain
why don't you
that
leave
to the
them
camera.
alone?
This is what's known as investigative reporting.
China?
Oh, China.
China!
Yeah, how nice. Very good, very good. A little
There's an
humor,
olive for you, Ed.
humor there. Very little humor. Okay, now just
Oh, we're gonna.
go on and do your thing.
Are we gonna pray?
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Oh, you poor baby.
Hi, Mr. Gunpooey.
Andrea. Let's pray.
No.
Everybody silent.
Are we ready?
Next, wait.
Jennifer, be quiet.
Okay. Father, we just thank you for this opportunity that we have of giving thanks together. And God, we just ask that you would move upon us in a very real way, Father, which would enable us to live as your children and bring honor to that name. And Father, we speak a blessing upon all the families represented here. And in Jesus' name, we give you thanks, praise, and glory. Amen.
Did you videotape that?
Yeah, he did actually.
Would you kindly get the bags off the turkey?
I can't be an investigative reporter.
Ed, there's only room for one Steven Spielberg, okay? Go unbag your turkeys. Go away. I'm blocking my... Here, have a stool. Bye.
Benjamin wants sweet potatoes
Well,
with the marshmallows.
Can't get loose without.
okay. What we're attempting to do is to document the films you're about to see that our parents made of us when we were children. We're going to sit here and narrate this thing as we go. There were silent movies, and without a doubt this is some of the finest footage that's ever been put on cellulose. And we're trying to preserve it for the generations to come because it would be a shame to lose this type of footage.
No, of course.
Right, okay. My name is Ed Clement. My whole name is Benjamin Edwin Clement II. Okay, this is my sister Ann Clement.
And Lynn.
Ann Lynn Clement. Okay, and we have another sister, Sarah Clement. Our parents were B.E. Clement Sr. and Edith Vaughn Lewis Clement. Okay.
Right.
And also, the voices you'll hear in the background are the three children of Ann Clement. Alan, the oldest.
Say hello.
Anita,
Hi.
the daughter. Yes, you may shoot over. You may pan.
don't do
You may
that.
pan. You may pan
With your
these.
towel
people.
over your shoulder.
Pan the children.
Okay. All you have to do, Nancy, is
Twist the
it
handle.
just like just like this. Okay. Forget it. Let's start over. And another thing
Can you
too.
see the children?
Down there.
Have you got them?
Just me.
Is this
This is the one that wouldn't speak, by the way.
okay?
Hello.
This is ridiculous. We've blown it. Let's start all over again.
Ed, that's why they're called home movies, because they're full of imperfections, okay? Just keep it rolling. That's
So
what makes
fun
it.
of the whole
We
thing.
have to get this show on the road because
Okay.
they gotta leave.
This.
May I make a footnote?
Yes. What is your footnote?
Well, your name length is longer than you're on any of these films.
That's all right. See, I'm of an altruistic bent anyway, and,
Oh,
and you know,
okay.
being a selfless person, I don't mind doing this for
I just
you
thought
all.
we should
Even,
add that
even
all
though
see
my
this-
name is longer than any of the clips of me on the film.
Yeah.
Takes
Okay,
longer to
now
say
if
it
you'll
than we
come
see it.
back and let's roll the film. Lights, action, projector.
This is a shot of the house in Marion before much construction was done anywhere near the area. That's Daddy, and that's me on his shoulder. I was about 18 months old. This was taken in the fall of 1942. And that was an old Greyhound. As he walks further up, you can see the parking lot in the days before the concreting was done, and it was just stones. They were starting to form the wall for the parking lot.
And so you were what, 18 months?
18 months, yeah. The fall of 42.
We still have Daddy's leather jacket, don't we? That's
Yep.
the one hanging.
It's the one that's hanging down in that coal bin.
M is
That's
for the
Mother.
many things she gave me.
Daddy gave Mother that black sealskin coat for their first wedding anniversary gift. And this is the house after the first edition was put on. That room to the right is the first edition done.
Daddy filled the chimney and the walkway with fossils that he and Mother collected.
And as you can see there, they really
Neighboring
hadn't completed
creeks.
the walk.
And there's the old 41 in back, is it?
There were two 41s. There was a beige one and there was a black one. The black one's still there.
The beige one they took on their honeymoon, if I remember Grandma correctly.
I don't remember that. I thought they had a Chrysler.
Isn't that the coat you let me use for years?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a black sealskin. Mother and Daddy got married August the 20-something of 1938.
The 22nd.
I was got the same one.
He was 49 years old and she was what, 37 or something?
He was 48 when they got married. He turned 49 about a month later, and she was 35. And she was 37, and he was 50 when I was born,
Is that you on the left or the right?
in the middle. Mother
Thrown
used-
into her punishment closet.
Mother loved this shot because I was trying to, she used to always say I was trying to figure out how to stand up without putting the doll. I couldn't get up all the way without using two hands. And that's Peggy. Peggy was the first, like, live-in help that stayed at the house with us.
And what's that around your neck?
Mother's fox furs. And that's Grandpa Clement. This was taken in Humboldt in the front yard in the house where Aunt Patty Lee raised her kids.
Now what was his name?
William Clement.
Who's the girl?
The girl is Martha Lillian. She's Daddy's brother Jesse's daughter. And there's Daddy and all of us looking the same place, same yard, just looking the other direction. And this was also about 1942.
Now who is this here? Who are these other two now?
The one on the right, I think, is Trish. Patricia DeBerry, but
Aunt Patty?
no. That's Patricia. It's Aunt Patty's daughter, Trish.
Oh, okay.
The middle daughter.
Yee.
Okay.
Now grandmother's already dead.
You want to freeze the frame? Can you freeze the frame on this?
Yeah.
We passed it.
And that's Martha again, and Daddy and me.
Is that the car Daddy turned over, or was that before?
I don't remember. There were two 41 Chevys, this brown one and the black
A
one.
wasp stung him while he was driving, and he flipped one. Didn't hurt him, but it messed up his car.
He did that too.
Oh,
This
This-
is Grandpa Clement and Daddy, and this is Grandpa Clement's
This is Humboldt.
garden. Yeah.
It's Grandpa.
My grandpa, yes, your grandpa. And this is in front of the house in Marion.
Great grandpa.
I was probably about 2 when they got to the color film. They threw Daddy's, that big turnip pocket watch of his, they threw it out in the grass there. That and like a monopod for the camera. And
Okay.
to get me to walk toward it to pick it up because I wouldn't walk, you know, they're sitting there shooting the camera and I wouldn't walk. See the little bench on the front porch of the house? It was originally
Yes.
a bench there to sit on when you first come out. It's like Grandpa's cat. Well, they were throwing a lot of things. See?
I've got that watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a tripod there too. See that?
Monopod.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah.
That isn't the one that you gave me, is it?
Yes, it is.
I've still got it.
in
It
the
survived.
closet.
It's in the closet over there.
Oh.
Nothing in this family is ever discarded. It's passed on.
Where'd you
Now
get
we're
the
getting
beads?
into the, well, this is 1943.
Where did the guy come from?
That's the doll that I hid in the bed.
Oh,
in there.
2 seconds ago.
Yeah. Well, they shut it off and started it up again.
What's he scratching his head?
It looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
He's trying to see if you've learned anything.
Fetch the stick man.
Oh,
That's one of the first of many big dogs I had.
we
I'm
should
not sure
point.
what this one
We
was.
should point out that the
I don't
spring
remember.
house is no longer there.
The cistern, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you notice there's nothing to the back of the cistern either. There's no
Yeah.
trees, no nothing. The land goes, it's like 6 acres of land there. If you notice in the windows in the sunroom on the right, there is a swing.
Oh, there was a lampshade.
No, there's a swing in there. That was a cherry tree, that tree on the far right of the screen. Mother had it cut down because it got to the point, once it got big enough to have cherries on it, we couldn't get rid of the birds, they were attacking. And that's Louis in the red coat, Lou Fraser, on the tricycle, and that's Joe behind, and that's Aunt Lucy.
That's Aunt Lucy.
That's Aunt Lucy now.
Is she the one that used to model her legs?
Yeah. She did stocking commercials, and that's Louis trying to take my hat off. This was in their house they lived in Marion, and I don't remember the name of the street.
See?
Lewis hadn't changed much.
And that's Aunt Lucy, and that's Lou trying to go up the steps. Lou and I are exactly 3 months apart, age-wise.
And Aunt Lucy is Mother's sister. One
Yeah.
of Mother's sisters.
She's the next youngest.
I have a question. Why isn't Grandma in the majority of these things?
She's taking them.
Yeah, I know.
Most of the pictures that we have, I took, so I know there she is. So I'm not in very many of the pictures we have.
What are you writing in?
You know, I'm surprised these
The
are
red
in color.
chair. Right there.
No, though these were from 1943.
Now, who's that?
Joe,
Okay.
Do you mean the idiot with the arms?
and there's Mother in the plaid suit.
Where was this?
It's in the Fraser's house in Marion.
Uh-oh. And still a little bit left.
There's, you can see the awning is all rolled up.
No, we can't.
That was me, for the record.
And You see how nice the trellis is? It had little vines growing up it, and that was it.
Look how nice the walk is.
Well,
Look at Grandma. She's like a teeny bopper.
in 1943, that was the style. Come to think of it, that can't be 1943. This has got to be
Wanted to do
42.
that tomorrow.
It's got to be 42 because Mother had Sarah in 1943.
Even let us do that.
So we have to come down here while she's at work and do it.
For the record, I just slapped this huge dog. Scratching fleas. Okay.
Oh, the parking lot's good.
Yeah, the wall and the walkway.
Oh, no, it's not.
Well, the wall is. It's not blacktop yet. The fence is
Martha's
gone.
white fence down there used to keep the neighbors' cows out of our front yard. But the fence broke and the cows came in. There's huge potholes for years where the cows ran. They ran through right after a rain. See the two
Oh,
cars?
cookies.
The black Chevy and the brown one? Yeah. Daddy panned back for us.
He knew you'd
I
be doing
think
this.
that's Peggy.
The awning is laying right up against the house. Is it really supposed to do that?
No, you drop them down. See on the there's two huge walls,
Yeah.
windows there.
I
Yeah, the
know,
awning
but-
was to keep the heat out in summer.
Well, I thought they were supposed to like come out and like umbrella, not lay up against the windows.
No, there's different kinds of awnings, Ken. There's roll-ups, which these obviously are.
Uh-huh.
There's a frog there. You can see the frog hop.
Cute dog. Why don't you go slap him, Ed?
If you look real close, somewhere on the ground there's a little frog hopping, trying to get away from me.
That dog's not retarded.
Watch the frog.
Now, who is that?
That's me.
Oh.
And Lynn Clement.
Quick, run up here, Mom.
Run up, Mom. Oh, hi, puppy. Right there in that corner is where the cactus plant was that Nita sat in when she was about 9.
Then,
Well, it's the end of that one, huh?
Okay.
Roll.
This is Aunt Catherine. I think Mother got, when she had all these put onto, she combined about 6 or 7 rolls of 50-foot into a few bigger reels, and I think when she did it, she got them out of sync. Some of these don't seem like in the right order.
Well, the vines are now on the trellis and the trees are bigger, right?
The trellis is gone and the roof for the thing is gone, isn't it?
That's Peggy. She was the first person that lived at the house there. Worked for us. We had a lot of different teenage girls that would come and stay in the house. They lived in the basement and they took care of us and they did the cooking and cleaning and stuff.
That was Peggy who?
That's Peggy Davis. I don't know why Anita and Ken are rolling off the couch over there laughing. This is Mother and Daddy. And me.
Boy, they were really sharp looking, weren't they?
Really, I like that outfit he had on.
Now, there was a high school in town, but there was no high school for the county kids to go to. So Peggy came and she went to high school in the daytime, and then she took care of us and did work and stuff around the house in exchange for room and board.
The dog's
She
grown.
got to go to high school. The dog what?
The dog has grown and look.
Here goes Mommy onto the road. Run, Ann! Here comes a bus.
This is why we don't exist.
The dog.
As you can see, there was a long fence on either side of the house.
They're here.
And you can see the first of Daddy's collections of
That's
rocks
right.
down in front. As you can see, this goes back to like the early 40s. He was putting
Sure does.
Those
piles of
wonderful
rocks.
pads that you can't mow around that you have to pull up every 2 years to get the weeds out from underneath them.
just beat you up.
These have to be in 42 too. I think this is supposed to be me taking a bath.
Looks like the bathroom
Yeah,
sink.
it's like a tub.
No, it's,
It's
the
a
sink.
It's
sink.
the bathroom.
It's the sink.
No,
It's
it's
the
a
bathroom
bathroom
sink.
It was a sink.
This is Sarah coming home from the hospital.
Dun, dun.
There's the black,
All right.
the black Chevy.
The Baghetti.
Yeah. Sarah and I were both born in the Deaconess Hospital in Evansville, Indiana.
It's like you guys see it, Sarah didn't mow the lawn.
Grades anyway. Did they make big lighters back then? Or to mow
More
with?
tree.
I would say.
And that's Martha. Martha Lillian. Clement.
I never would have
Jesse and
known.
Ophelia's daughter. No. No, that's Martha.
That's Anna
She
Philly's
was
daughter?
about, yeah.
And
Jesse
look,
and Ophelia's daughter.
look how you've progressed.
And there's little Sarah, and that's Mrs. Edwards. She was the nurse that came and lived with us for several months after Sarah was born. Mother was 40 when she had Sarah, so.
Where's the more minerals are now?
Now that's that patio where the barbecue grill is now, isn't
Right.
it?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Next to the parking lot in the back by the garage.
And there's that ditch that Daddy had concreted into a ditch.
And then started building a wall of those rocks, right?
Look at the curly hair.
Still got it.
It's a different shot, same patio. When Daddy had that cord, he put Sarah's and my footprints in the concrete.
Whose houses are that over there?
Oakley Hughes is the only one I know. And that's Patricia. Patricia DeBerry.
She was thin. And she's the one
She
who was in
was-
the Navy, right?
At the time this was made, she was an enlisted wave. And then she got out of the service after World War II and she went to college on the GI Bill and she went back in and when she retired, she was a lieutenant commander.
Look it up.
She was a microbiologist for the Navy.
There's that rattle, huh?
Yeah, that's Grandpa Clement.
He was about 6'2" and grandmother was about 4'11".
Yeah.
That's where all the runts came from in our family.
See that dress Mother's got on? When I was about 10 years old, I needed a dress for a play that I was in. She cut that dress up and made it into supposed to be a formal gown for me to wear for the play.
Is that Mother?
Yeah. Mother and little Sarah. And me.
Oh, she's poor, helpless then, huh?
See all the rocks behind there?
That's it, that's it.
You notice she had the ring on her finger there?
I
You
can
see
barely
it?
see it.
Oh,
I s-
yeah.
Yeah, it
Under the
flashed.
She used to
blanket.
wear it all the time.
Uh-huh.
Down below the blanket.
So she had that a long time then.
She's had it. No, she got it. It was an engagement ring, and then every
Mom,
birthday
she's poor, remember?
and every
There it is.
every birthday and every anniversary or every occasion, Daddy gave her another diamond until he got all of the 10 quarter carats in.
What was that list of stuff that he had written down in the appraisals?
I gave it to Ed. He's got it at his house. And this is behind the house. Garage. It looks so naked back there compared to recent years.
Oh, there's a child
That's
enough to
Sarah.
like it.
Yeah, it's Sarah lying on the bed.
What fabric do you think she's laying on?
I don't
I mean,
know.
as long as we're supposed to keep the conversation going here.
They're trying to get her to do something. Laugh.
Oh, there she is. I remember. That's not the same.
I remember that
thing.
little top there.
I know. That's why I was just
Yeah.
mentioning.
I think we found it in that, those cabinets in the sunroom where we were going through stuff.
Oh.
There's a lot of pictures of that redbud tree.
That's why I was asking if we could
Black
edit
gum
them.
tree, I think it's called now.
Isn't that where the magnolia tree is now, or is it further
No,
down?
it's further down. That umbrella survived many, many years. It was a round table with a hole in the middle of it that sat out to one side, and the umbrella would sit down in it. That blanket is still in the house in Marion's. This is 1987, and that blanket is still in the house.
Isn't that special?
Isn't it though? Wasn't that
Sarah.
touching?
That's Sarah's sister, all right.
That's right. I'm gonna get your silverware. I want the china now. Here's a list.
Right. Of what I want when we settle the estate.
Don't you think it's fair?
You keep the blanket, I get the silver and the diamonds.
Here, sign.
Right.
See that tree to the right there? That's that little bitty thing. It's that huge bush that's a monster that's there now.
By the mailbox?
Yeah.
Oh,
You see it?
nice. Yeah.
Little twig.
That was it.
Oh, look at this. They get Sarah, they leave Annie drifted.
Bye, Mom. There's the magnolia, right?
Nope.
No?
Nope. You're not far enough up. See the bench?
Yeah.
Remember where the bench
Oh, that's
is?
right. Yeah. Well, now the bench isn't stationary.
It is.
Yes,
It's
it
never been. Listen,
The
anything
magnolia
that was
would be
put
right
down.
there behind it,
Oh,
in
that's
front
right.
of that
In
telephone
front of the telephone
Right.
pole.
Yeah.
It's not even there
And
yet.
see, there's a small collection
There
of
it is.
rocks right there.
Minerals and minerals.
Rocks.
Rocks.
Now, see this pine tree right there? That's the
Yeah.
one we cut and burned.
Oh yeah. In '87.
So that's
Yeah.
behind
It was dead.
Kimberly.
You did it, Al. Remember
Been
when we
dead
toppled
for
it?
years.
Get ready.
Oh,
It looks like Peggy
Someone
and
found Ann.
looks like Peggy and Patricia. Doesn't it? It look like maybe it's
That looks
mother
like
though.
Patricia.
That's
I
like
don't know.
With
You
black
can't
and
tell.
blue.
It's Peggy on it's Peggy on the right with me,
Okay.
and I don't know if it's Mother or Patricia with Sarah over there on the left.
Now we switched.
Bill.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Oh, great.
This may be Christmas.
I think it is. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know why Mother took so many shots inside when there was no light, but
Because it would either have no record at all or have this.
no comment. Somebody. This
Here.
is Dick Clement. This is when he graduated from the Army basic training, and I don't know which person he is in there. I can't tell from.
Dick Clement was Daddy's brother's Jesse Clement's son.
Yeah.
And he was lost in World War II,
Two.
where
He was shot
He
down.
was
His
shot
plane
down.
disappeared over the Pacific, and they never heard anything from him again. Uncle William used to insist that he knew that Dick was living on an island somewhere in the Pacific, and he'd come home eventually, but he never did.
Which one is he?
I used to know, but I'm not really sure.
and out of grandfather William Clement's family, all of his descendants,
It's all right.
the male heirs
There goes our Air Force up into the sky.
They're going to
This
Bob's.
Okay, is that
This is Dick.
Okay.
This is Dick. This is one of the last shots taken of him, I guess. And
They're gonna attack the
let's
kitties.
see. To the far left is Aunt Ophelia, then Uncle Jesse, then I think Martha, and then
Dick.
Dick. The woman to the right in the blue is Rex's first wife, Jane, and then Grandpa Clement's the guy with the blue tie. The woman on the far right is
Looks
Aunt
like
Katie
Sarah.
B, and then is it Katie B? Which one's which?
Sarah V.
Sarah V, Cat, and
That's not Cat.
no, on the left.
That looks like Sarah on the
Is
left.
Sarah V the one on the far right?
Yes, but that
And that's
doesn't look
Cat
like.
on the left. That's Cat Clement on
Oh,
the
that
left.
yes,
And that's
yes, it
Dick,
is.
and I can't remember the other woman's name. She's their mother, I think.
Yeah,
What's her name?
okay. All right.
These
you're
are the
right.
roses down by the front in Marion. Mother planted those and they bloom like crazy eventually.
focused here.
No,
Possibly.
it seems alright.
No, it is a little out of
It's a little out of focus. You
But
might,
some of these movies are out of focus. That's Peggy.
There's Sarah.
Daddy,
just a
how
little
hauling
bit.
Sarah in. That's-
Grandpa always wore
I'm in Peggy's
hats.
lamp. Well, he didn't have hair that I ever remember.
yeah, that made it worse.
Yeah, I know, but he wore the hats all the time.
All right, good.
there.
You got
Yeah.
it. You got it.
Peggy lived with us for, I think, about 2 years. Or maybe more, I don't know. His mother.
How many teenage girls live with you guys?
No, so far this is the same one.
Your grandma. There's their mommy.
Now, this is on Highway US 60. This is in front of, it used to be
Dixon,
Runnings at that
alright.
time, but now it's the Fritz.
Even as a child, Mom
Fritz
wanted
have
to
been
leave
here for about
Marion.
close to 30 years. Or maybe they've been here for more than 30 years, come to think of it.
That's their house.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
but
Fritz.
No. Ed Runyon had that thing.
yeah, he built it. But then the Fritz bought it about 30, 35 years ago.
Sam Guggenheim owned it for a while.
Just for about a year.
Okay.
Just for about a year, and then he had a big house built in town. You will find pieces of that towel you see there in the rag drawer in Marion still.
Oh. And it hasn't happened since.
What are you waving for, Ed?
Hi.
Yeah, see that pine tree there? Is that pine is still there? isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's about 50 feet taller. But...
There, see, you got her crying now, Ed.
Oh,
Sarah.
and you're making gestures
Really?
at Kenneth and Anita to shut up.
Get your picture of Sarah going, not quit.
There it is again, the monopod.
Still exists.
The rod of correction.
This is at Sarah's christening, and I forget what his name was.
Ooh.
This is at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Louisville.
Didn't they have irons back then?
Irons.
Look at that man's robe.
Yeah. It wasn't perma-press.
Those were bed sheets.
That's Daddy on the right.
Which Sarah still has in the house in Marion.
Those are the Caleb twins, I think.
I imagine those are the two in the identical hats.
Yes. I think they were Caleb.
Mom's stroking Sarah's head.
Oh.
Did Grandma deliberately do that to your hair?
Yeah, I think that's Mother.
That's grandmother, isn't it?
No, that's
Oop.
Mother.
I don't know, but she better stand up.
Nice coat.
No, it's the fox furs,
Yeah.
fox tails that you're looking at. This is Prince.
That's Prince. I remember him now.
No, he was a
Now
good
I can
dog.
sit up and
He was an English shepherd that Daddy got from a kennel in Ohio.
He would be 15 years old when I was 7.
Yeah.
So he lived a long time. He was a very good dog.
When Lou and I were about 8, Lou wanted to see how good a protection he was. Of course, Prince by then was, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old. So Lou went around to the front of the house and he had Prince on a leash. And he was like right about where he is there. And he had me go around to the back of the house and call, help, help, help. The dog drug him around the house.
We need a full age chuckles.
Daddy. Just about,
I'd
I
like
don't
to
know.
have somebody lip read that.
Yeah.
Bro, it's in Sarah Smiler, I squeezed you.
About a year or 2 after this picture was taken, I was standing on the front porch trying to get in the door, and Prince was up there with me, and he hit me with his tail and knocked me down the stairs, and I still got a place in the back of my head where my hair doesn't grow from it.
Chick 'em.
This was during the war.
Track the kitty.
You want to explain what you're doing.
That's not fair.
Yeah, your grandfather is not here to defend himself. During the war, we raised our own, we had chickens.
Here's
Sarah
your
grew
ration.
eggs and
Here's your
stuff.
ration of milk, Sarah.
Sarah gets fed in the wild.
Yes.
We getting out of focus again, or is that the,
I don't know.
It's just a movie, I think.
yeah?
Oh, don't defend him, Colleen.
Good.
There we go.
Yay.
Notice the chair, it made down into some kind of little vehicle with wheels.
I had one of those for my children.
You guys all use that too. You guys you all slept in the same bed that the 3 of us slept in, and you all had the same high chair.
Oh, gee.
Whatever happened to it?
By the time it went through 6 kids, yeah, there was nothing left.
I used to
really of
turn
most-
around and
of
play
both
with
of
a bear on the back of it. I can still remember that.
They had you in a high chair.
This is supposed to be prunes. They fed her prunes because she hated them. They wanted her to make a face for the movie.
Fine job she's doing.
She's opening up again.
Sarah was very obedient in those days.
Looks like a boy.
What was that, Colleen?
Future sister-in-law of ours?
You see how more trees are cropping up behind all around the place?
Are those
Beautiful-
plants or do they
beautiful
just start
mother's hair.
growing?
Yeah.
Who's the one we trimmed?
This was, I think, my 5th or 6th birthday. I think 5.
Now we've got green.
You're about 3.
We've got green and yellow photos
No.
of this.
And we've got a lot of black and white shots that were taken at the same time.
Green
That's-
and yellow.
That's me
They are.
with the pink and white dress on to the left and the front.
Now isn't that Joe or something in the sailor suit next
That's
to you?
Lou. That's
Lou.
Lou in the little sailor suit. That's Sarah on the far left sitting down there
Their
next to me.
bottom lip hanging out.
Quick,
And
name
that's
them.
Joe in the upper right-hand corner in the blue shirt.
Here's the one in the yellow dress.
It's Jane Cochran. And that's Helen standing next to me. Joe was stirring up trouble. Oh, and there was a couple of kids in there named Reed. See how big Prince has gotten?
Fat.
Big and fluffy.
Fat.
No, this was in the wintertime. He had on heavy coat.
I don't know, she's defending herself.
I'll see you.
That's Aunt Lucy and Uncle Perry, and that's Lou marching in the front,
Try to focus, Elle.
and that's Joe in the back,
Focus, Al.
Sarah in the red, and I'm in the blue.
There you go.
Look at Aunt Lucy.
Is that Lucy?
That's Lucy.
She looks like Aunt Frances, actually.
No,
they all
Aunt
kinda look
Frances is
alike.
in her later. Yeah, they all.
Who's that?
That's Uncle Perry.
That was Uncle Perry?
That's Uncle Perry.
Kind of hard to tell, he's always got a hat on his head down.
Looks like bent over.
Tying Prince to Lou.
That screen door's in the attic of the garage, by the way.
It's
Yeah.
still there?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to the fox?
There's a bicycle, tricycle.
The tricycle's in the attic of the garage, too.
That one is.
The only thing I remember in the attic of the
pieces,
garage
yeah.
is an old box spring and some
And it's
antlers.
Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas
And you
of
told me
about
I buy too much.
40. I didn't buy this stuff. This was bought for me.
Oh, the shoes on the other foot.
Yes, I never spent money on
It's
you
better
guys.
to receive than
We
give,
know.
huh?
I didn't have it.
So what Christmas is this?
I figure
Oh,
it's
big.
got to be 47 probably.
I wonder if this is the one that you found that list for, where
Maybe
Sarah got a
46.
wheelbarrow and a
I don't
and
know.
something.
Well, Mother and Daddy.
Documented
Look
everything.
how clear that is.
No.
Yeah.
That is an excellent video.
So isn't that the cedar chest we have now?
No, that's the one that Ed's got.
Oh,
It's my angel.
that's the angel. Yeah, we still have that,
No.
and we use it every year.
That was Sarah's
That's the
big
only time I've
stockings.
seen those electric candles on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've never even seen them in place.
As you
Notice
can
only
see,
2 socks.
this was before Ed.
Yes, Ed, we know you're not there.
They couldn't wait.
And this is me on the left and Sarah on the right. There should be some pictures of those dolls. The dolls were made out of some kind of chenille fabric, like bedspread fabric, with plastic faces. It was some very in thing at the time. I think this is the one where the tricycle, we ride the tricycle or something.
Right.
There.
There.
Dun,
And we
dun,
got
dun,
pictures. We got
dun.
still pictures of that too.
That's right.
You know what it looks like?
Oh no!
That's what Nancy kept
smile.
saying.
Don't
It
you
looked just
doom
like
your
Nicole.
children.
See, Sarah is hanging on for dear life as we speed backwards through the sunroom.
Speed.
The barrels of all the good stuff.
Now, this had to have been about 47.
Sarah, come on.
It's a tea set, I think, if I remember correctly from the. It's a teapot or something.
It's in a yellow cup.
No, you see a little better now.
There's a doll.
Watch this. Sarah's gonna pour the. This is Ewing Hunt, and that's his son Louis.
Oh my.
And that's how we used to get our grass cut. He used to come out with a team of horses and pull that thing, and he had just come to plow up the back. I'm not sure who that woman is on the front there, but that's Peggy in the middle.
Ewing Hunt had about 10 or 12 kids.
Yeah. And like I said, this is about 1947.
Easter.
This must be 48, early 48.
I'm guessing Easter.
Yeah, it was.
Haha.
Very
Look how
good.
beautiful Mother is.
Mhm. Look at Daddy.
Oh, wow.
And he was how old at this point? Almost 60?
No.
He
No,
was
probably about
56.
55.
He was about
56?
56.
Double rainbow.
Yeah. That's amazing that back then they can catch it on film.
Why?
That technology was not at its peak.
To film?
You just film wherever you see it.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if they had a soundtrack to these movies, did they?
No. You couldn't take sound home movies until like probably in the 60s, I think.
That's pretty though.
It really is.
And most of these, almost all of these films were shot between 1942 and about 1958, 59.
That's Mom.
You know, they catch her, that's Sarah.
Oh, it's Sarah?
Peggy catches her, and that's Joe chasing Sarah.
That's right, Peggy. One
Peggy
shot.
lives in California. I think she's been back to Kentucky twice. She moved to California when she graduated
Right, you're
from
on your
high
own,
school.
Sarah.
48 or 49.
Got it. Yeah.
This is Sarah's birthday, I take it?
Probably. Her birthday was May 27th.
I'm sure it still is, isn't it?
You don't like them yet.
When you said was, like she didn't have them anymore.
Well, she may not celebrate them anymore. Those are all sassafras trees. All those skinny little trees standing back there.
They're all gone now, aren't they?
I think so. They got to a certain, they get to a certain point and they just sort of die out. You notice there's no houses anywhere back there? You go over,
Here comes Mom together.
look at Prince, isn't he pretty?
Who's that?
Sarah.
Sarah?
She's supposed to be whistling for the dog.
Well, we'll just see if the dog comes. Nope.
And that's Sarah again.
That's an Austrian pine, which is no longer
Thank
there.
you, Ken.
You're welcome.
I think it's still
That's
there.
still there. That's
Is
the
it?
one next to the
Yeah.
ribs.
Oh,
It's the pines across the back that are pretty much all gone
They're
now.
dead.
he's waiting for his 2 seconds in the spotlight.
See, those are the beans that are left over there. That was the garden plot.
And they're beautiful sunset.
Here comes Scarlet O'Hara over the hill.
I
Yeah.
remember that thing too.
That's either Jeep or Beep.
The dog.
Yeah. No, that was Sarah that just ran in.
But I remember that little thing there.
That
The
little
tractor?
That little tractor thing.
Is that a tractor? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, it
But
didn't
you
have
pedaled
rubber
it.
on the wheels by the time I got
You know
it.
why? They took it off. In World War II, everything that had rubber on it, you had to turn the rubber in, and they sent it in to make tires for the war effort.
Is
I remember that, yeah. There's a, you know that orange juice, that funny looking orange juice squeezer under the kitchen sink still in Marion?
Yes.
That used to have little rubber feet, and I remember taking those rubber feet
So
off.
they had better bubbles
Is
back
that
then.
right?
And they made
Really?
tires. They didn't have synthetic rubber, and they made tires for the war. That's
Sarah
Aunt
got in her
Frances.
eyes. She was always so pretty.
She still is.
Yeah.
But that's Aunt Frances. That's the youngest of Mother's sisters.
She was a dancer back in those days.
A ballerina.
Ballerina.
This was probably taken in 48. Look at the flowers.
Mother loved flowers.
I just remember those snapdragons that used to line the driveway going toward the back. Is that what those were?
These are
No, I'm saying along the
tiger lilies.
tiger lilies, that's it.
She was always a problem.
And here is the
There's
same
the
old tree.
trees.
How many shots of this tree there are, Ed?
It's a beautiful tree.
It's
Oh,
a-
yeah.
Hey, they were into beautiful things.
Wait for the
Look at
next few, wait,
Yes, they
next
had
few
the,
it.
films.
Look at all the fall colors.
Yeah.
Look at Ma's hat.
see?
There's Prince.
Prince.
Prince could shake
And you
hands.
notice there wanted the other foot.
It was enough to go
Here's
around.
Mom about to do the Highland Fling. Here's your bagpipes, Ann.
And Sarah cheers her on.
See those stupid sausage curls? I used to have to stand for what seemed like hours, and Mother brush them around her finger. I hated them.
I just asked you
Okay.
about 5 minutes ago if she deliberately did that to your head.
No, the long things, yeah, Mother used to do.
This is a strawberry festival.
Oh no.
Here we
There's
go.
another one there.
Here we
this what we didn't want to watch?
No, this is a big reel though. No, there's a smaller one I think too, isn't there? Oh, cool it.
Someone lost a shoe.
This is a very important thing to Mother and Daddy.
Where was it at?
Humboldt, Tennessee.
Uncle William fixed me up with the Humboldt Strawberry Festival queen when I was down there.
Her?
Probably her kid.
Aunt wasn't even born yet.
Sinclair Oil.
She was beautiful. Her name was Sue Ellen something.
Oh, that's pretty.
Leoma's in one of these floats. Did you know that, Ed?
No.
That's the dance
You
routine.
ugly.
in Canada.
You ugly.
What's that?
Your mama. Oh, we passed
Oh,
up.
we missed it.
They look like they're not too sure what they're doing.
We blew it.
We weren't sure when it was coming.
Look at this one here.
Little Pete.
There's Leona was working at one of the banks down there, and she waves one of the things Mother kind of zeroed in on her or something.
Why is it that no one is like applauding or cheering?
Nobody
Everybody's
really
just
gives
standing
a
there
damn.
pie-eyed, you know?
Okay. Would you believe, Ed, that my dental hygienist in downtown Chicago, her father grew up in Marion, Kentucky, and she grew up in Humboldt, Tennessee?
No.
She was working on my teeth, putting in a temporary fill-in about a month or so ago, and I said, "Where are you from?" And she says, "Tennessee." And that's when we found out. Oh, here they come.
I'm Uncle Dick.
No, Dick's not in there. Dick was already dead by then. These are the
Okay,
Dick
what year are
materials.
those cars?
Well, this was before you were born. This was like 48. Might have been early 49, because you were born since you were born in May.
I'm a runway model.
Man, that looked like a 50 Dodge.
Where's your dad?
You were born in 49. Have you seen you in any of these things yet?
No, but that car looked older, looked younger than that.
Was older or younger?
Younger, because a 48 and 49 Dodge, they were all humpback,
Look at that, Bob.
like those Chevrolets were.
Look at these majorettes.
Those look like,
Maybe the Ralph Cramden deal.
maybe not.
Now, Leona ought to be coming up pretty soon.
I'm looking for anything with a date on it.
That's Leona, right there.
Huh.
She's married our cousin, Richard DeBerry.
49.
49, year I was
Weren't you born in Humboldt?
Yep.
I was born in May, and May of 49, so
Grandma probably at the end
I
of this
was
reel.
there. I was there.
One way or another.
One way or the other, I was there. I rest my
At
case.
the end of this parade, Grandma went to the hospital.
That's right. That's
That might be why this is so important, is because Grandma was at the hospital and Grandpa had to come film this for Grandma to see.
See, I was born in Humboldt, so I could have.
This could be it.
Who knows? Well, that's a 40.
There you are.
That was a 40.
This
There's
is the
a-
hospital. Now what?
Action.
You can walk in here. All right, let's
Camera.
go.
2 seconds, I'm coming with my nuts and my pop.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, folks.
Ready?
Go.
Roll it.
Roll.
There's the possum in the tree. Okay. Now I remember that from my childhood watching it in the living room at Marion.
From this point on, these are the little 50-foot rolls
And the
that
dead
Mother never had put
possum.
together.
And the doggy. Who's the dog?
All right, well, there's Prince again.
Snow.
Still no me.
Of course not.
We didn't find any of
I don't
you
think
any
Mother
other-
put these things in. Now, these are all, from here on, these are like 50-foot reels. That's Aunt Margaret James. She was one of Mother's best friends in Louisville from the time she was about 16 or 17.
Was she the dance teacher?
She died of breast cancer, too. No.
No.
She died of breast cancer about 20 years before Mother died. You know, stupid curls again. Oh, that's, what is her name?
Girl,
Not
what's
Ed.
her face?
She had a strange name. She was one of the women that lived in the house, too. One of the girls that stayed there with us. Everly or Evalie or Evalie. That was her name, Evalie. That was, I always liked that swing that used to sit out in the back. That's the cistern right behind it.
Not singing.
The cistern house and then the garage.
That's the back of the garage. Those pipes are still there.
Why are you doing that?
Probably because I didn't want to have my picture taken. And I don't know whose party that was for.
Welcome to our home.
Here's some gifts.
Come on in.
This has to be about 48 or 49 maybe. But since we haven't seen their little Ed yet, probably 48.
Well, she's got the same
See how those
knees.
spreaders have gotten larger? Look at that tree down by the front. See how small it still is? Compared to the monster it is. It's somebody's birthday party.
But it's at your house, though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if it was mine or Sarah's. It hadn't been Sarah's.
Well, who knows? Both of you are holding
presents.
gifts.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Had to
I don't
be
know.
Sarah's because Ann's around.
February.
February.
February what?
No, but it could have been some other kid's
24th.
birthday party that was at the house, you know?
You all don't know either, see?
I know it's in February.
That's
weeks
Lou.
day
It's
after
back.
mine.
Lou's beginning to look like Benjamin
Or
in
Benjamin's
these
beginning
pictures.
to look like
Well,
Lou.
yeah, Benjamin's looking like Lou, whatever. It's a little out of focus now. There's Sarah in the blue on the left.
Al, can you adjust that?
That's me in the pink.
That's it.
End of that one.
We're back. I still don't see why we
We have
this
3
huge
showers. Please take Ken.
Right?
Only if you adopt Kenny.
Yeah.
He's too old.
But he's cute and he's
And
housebroken.
then potty trained.
All right.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
I need to know.
Light.
Oh, my goodness.
Alrighty.
Andrews Church. That's the new St. Andrew's Church in Louisville.
That's in Louisville?
It's in Louisville, yeah.
Is that the spaghetti?
This may be Ed's christening.
Boy, quite a turnout.
That's not.
They were christened during the service. This is
kids, if you went to
all right. That's the fountain in St.
Looks
James
like Ed's
Fort.
still
This
under
is at
Grandma's
grandmother's. This is at grandmother's house.
No, Ed's still under Grandma's coat.
This is great grandma
That's-
Lewis's house, right?
All right, that's her standing next to Sarah
We
holding.
have a picture of us.
See the lady holding the kid in the red coat? That's Sarah. That's Lou to the right, and that's Joe to the right of him.
Who's
The
waving?
plaid coat is
Who's waving?
Aunt Lucy. That's Joe. That's Uncle Tom. See the guy right waving the hat? That's Uncle Tom. He was an Episcopal priest. He married Aunt Frances, and that's her right next to him to the left of him there. And that's Aunt Catherine to the right of Joe,
In the brown
who
plaid.
keeps clowning around. No, the brown plaid was Aunt Lucy.
Hey,
Again.
It's another one.
twice in one lifetime.
What is it? Lightning never strikes the same place twice?
There's nothing to do with rainbows.
My mother kept filming double rainbows.
I think the double is the reflection of the rainbow on the film.
On the
No.
lens.
Yeah.
Could be.
The prism effect?
Now I remember her talking about a double
rainbows in a
rainbow.
lifetime.
Yeah.
There were some double rainbows she found. That's the fuzzy little tree that left there out by the,
That's just
Patio.
amazing how brilliant that color is.
considering how old these are.
No,
And everything around it looks dead.
really.
know?
I think that's,
Clouds.
no, I was gonna say, I thought that, hey,
We'll work on numbers next week.
Your children, ain't you?
wait till yours get a little
You
older,
raised
but
imbeciles to immaturity.
And you haven't finished raising yours yet.
Yeah, really.
you've got a long way to go till yours get to this age.
Maybe Pee-wee too can grow a ponytail and a beard.
And wear hats and live in shacks out in the midst of nothing.
And call himself up a weird beard.
Pee-wee 3.
Another rainbow.
That's it.
See, they go real fast.
They sure do. When you're having
Ours.
Ready.
This is Ed,
Hi, Ed. Focus.
Focus.
We can't see Ed.
and that's the Black Buick.
I'm looking.
All right.
That good?
That looks good.
Very good.
No.
You blew it.
No. Focus.
That's cousin George
Right there.
Stanger
There you go.
to the right who delivered it.
Now, he was my godfather. If anything had happened to Mother and Daddy, I'd been wealthy. Who is that?
That's Aunt Patty Lee to the left in that blue dress. That's Daddy's sister.
You know, we never saw these ones, Ed.
Tricia DeBerry's mother.
Yeah. And it's Sarah in the plaid and me on the right and little baby Ed. There's the lid.
Oh my, what a gorgeous child.
Yeah.
Focus.
Focus on what?
And that's Uncle William.
Uncle William with that boy.
And you know where that picture's taken? Aunt Ophelia and Uncle Jesse's farmhouse. This is out at their farm.
Uncle William gave me a pipe for my first birthday.
Benjamin.
Hey, people are walking in front
Benjamin,
of
that's your daddy right there. See
the baby.
the baby? That's me when I was a little boy.
I hold on to that.
No,
Ed,
that's
since I was
Uncle
little.
William. That's Daddy's brother.
That's Daddy holding
Yeah,
him,
see?
and that's Uncle William giving him.
Uncle William trying to give me a pipe.
Is that you not laughing
Look at,
at him?
no, that's Sarah.
Oh.
And that's Uncle Jesse's fried Hereford. He won a prize with that. Hereford?
Huh.
Hereford.
Would it be heifer?
No, a heifer's a female cow.
And that's obviously
That's
a
a
male.
Hereford. It's a type of
It's a bull. See the
bull.
horns?
It's type of cattle.
He won some kind of prize at like the Tennessee State Fair or something with that. He was real proud of that.
Thank you for keep on and it's just a ladder. Just to hang on to.
And that's Mother holding Ed, me on the left, and Sarah on the right, and there's Daddy.
Have you noticed that Mother and Daddy have real joy for the first time in any of these pictures?
Oh,
Ed.
I really don't notice that, Ed.
Yeah, let Sarah here.
As a matter of fact, they look
See,
more
Sarah's
worse
trying
on
to get you to
Don't
do
hold it,
something.
hold it, wait.
And as usual, you just kind of hang there.
Wait till the movie's over and then you guys can walk in the room, okay? Can you see it? There's no sound.
You notice that the style of dress that Sarah and I both wear is
Want me to
identical.
sit?
Cut. All right, kids, off.
Okay, we ready?
Yep. Are you?
Ready to go? Yeah, turn it on.
There's little Ed.
All right.
How are we for focus?
Pretty good.
Yeah, looks good.
That's me on the left, and Ed in the middle, and Sarah on the right. This is
This is
Florida.
gorgeous. This is best film.
This is Florida. This is 1950. Daddy was the president of Kiwanis, and the Kiwanis convention that year was in Florida, in Miami Beach, so the Kiwanis Club paid for Mother and Daddy to go down there. I don't remember whose houses these all are. They were famous people. It was boarded up for the hurricane.
Al Capone, probably.
The shoreline, yeah.
I don't know. Mother knew who they belonged to, but I don't remember. I was 9 years old at the time, so. All right, Anita.
It's a shark.
Jaws wasn't around at the time.
My shark.
We took this was the only trip that I ever got to take
Look at those houses
with
though.
them, only big trip. And we went down,
They never
took a lot of
me
For the
cruises.
record, I was in Miami 2 years ago and it looks
No, no.
nothing like that now.
Sarah went to California, Sarah
know
went to
it.
New York,
But
Sarah
after
went
I
to
came
Texas,
along, they
Sarah
quit
went everywhere.
traveling. Y'all, they just quit traveling altogether.
All I got was this, you're seeing it.
That's the only vacation you ever got?
The only time they ever took me any place other than Louisville or Humboldt.
Me
That
too.
place looks boarded up.
What
Yeah,
about
they were.
Arizona? You didn't go to Arizona with them?
No, you kidding?
Okay.
I don't know. I never went.
I thought you went out there and looked at the big crater.
Nope.
And this for the many things.
This is the only trip I ever got.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Is that why you never take us anywhere except for Kentucky?
I never had any money.
And Louisville.
Mother and me. I almost drowned in that
Oh,
ocean.
did she get
It's the first time I ever got in the water. It was right after Ed was born. This was the year after Ed was born, and she was about 47 years old. This is the oldest schoolhouse, I think, in the United States. It was built about 1500, I think.
He froze it for you.
Are you alright?
Yeah, we're all right. Go ahead and roll it. What did we miss?
Green! Nothing. Just this.
Who is that?
You.
It's you!
Watch the face. This is the equivalent to Sarah's prunes.
That old nature boy.
Yeah, really. Looks like Ted Koppel with that big head and that little body.
Look at those trees.
Look at the
The
pants.
evergreen
It's like
trees
Dr.
up there.
Tooth Fairy.
There's
There's
Daddy.
Grandpa.
There's your tiger lilies, Ken.
Yeah.
Daddy was about almost 60 when this was taken.
It's amazing they had children that late.
No, they didn't get married till late.
Yeah.
In fact, Mother got pregnant on her 45th birthday with Ed. This is Halloween.
My goodness.
Mother, what are you wearing?
It's a Halloween outfit. I was an Indian. Sarah was a Seminole, and but I had been in a dance recital, and that was the costume, but I was wearing it for,
She's still got those knees.
hey, she had to stop and think what she was doing.
Kind of hard to pat your mouth and run at the same time.
Yeah, you talk about me. You see that necklace I had on?
Is that him plowing?
That's next door.
That's called bailing.
Bailing, okay.
And that's me on the left, and that's Lewis Hunt on the right.
The fence
Sitting
is
on
no
the
longer
fence.
pearly white.
Yeah.
We
There's
finally got to Ed.
Ed trying to get, I think that's Mama Kitty. Looks like her. We had this cat that walked
No.
us. She was cat until she had kittens, and then she became Mama Kitty.
There's more ice cream in this freezer. I'm going to take it down.
There's
Alright.
chocolate.
By now, the screen doors come off and there's a glass door.
I think the bench is gone on the front too there.
Focus.
Well, it's almost over.
Focus. Okay, that's. Oh.
That's as good as it
That's
gets.
Ed and
Okay.
Minnie.
Oh, that looks just like Benjamin.
I don't know what's written on that bib. I think it's your name.
That's gotta be Cyril's wheelbarrow.
And that's Inky. You remember Inky?
Sarah's wheelbarrow.
See,
Yeah, I
they
remember
did it again.
Inky, yes.
Yeah, that's Inky. It was had been your birthday.
And I remember that thing. Had a little pocket down at the bottom,
Yeah.
sludge pocket.
Yeah, it says Benjamin Edwin Jr. on it.
Wasn't that a cute kid?
Now, Ed, we're supposed to keep this honest, true, and
Look
clean.
how sweet and pretty Sarah looks.
She's posing. She's like frozen.
I had no idea these videos were this good and clear.
That's cake.
You notice there's no flame you're trying to blow out. This can't have been your birthday party. Maybe it was Sarah's, because hers is right after yours.
Am I in there? Yeah.
Yeah. No, but see, the kids are all like Sarah my age. The same kids that you've seen in every one of the other previous. See the kid on the far right?
Going with the arms?
The blonde, no, the blonde-headed boy to the, right there in that straight thing.
Yeah.
That may be Day Johnson, the one that Sarah keeps trying to do, the architect to do the building. This is you and Sally Taylor. And Mother. Look at the barns back there. I didn't even remember those barns. They've been gone for so long.
Oh yeah, I remember the ponds and everything.
I'd forgotten about that.
I used to
No, the
follow you.
ponds, yeah, but I'd forgotten about those barns back there. Same old
Okay.
tricycle. That's Bobby Lost, that blonde kid. That's you.
This is where I start
And
rolling
that
backwards.
same old tricycle and friends.
Same old fat dog.
This is not the film running backwards. It just was backwards.
It's easy to just
See that white thing in the back? That's Prince's
Prince's
dog
pen.
pen. Yeah.
Daddy could holler at Prince and say, go get in your pen, Prince. Go get in your pen, boy. And he'd run back there and he'd
Yeah.
stay in.
He was a good dog.
He was. He's fine now.
He lived to be about 10. Now there is
He
Ed's
lived to be
tractor.
15.
Was he that old?
Yeah, he was 7. He was 7.
Oh, look out, here comes a car.
He was 7 when I was born, and he lived another 8 years.
I remember those coats well.
They're the minerals in full form,
Yeah.
just as they are today. Or were till we moved.
Except now they have grass all over them.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Now I got that new, right?
Yep. Yep.
Now that I remember, those
Yeah.
were always there.
That's creeping
I
fox.
remember him white though.
No, I don't remember. See, Prince
That's
was a
right.
good dog.
Prince could beg too.
Yeah, he was a good dog.
That was always real pretty.
Yeah.
That I remember.
This was what, see the green swing set in the back? This was really when it was at the prettiest.
And there's the metal
This was
swing
about
set.
50.
See the metal swing set?
Yeah, but the green one's still there too. The metal one's on the other side of that ditch.
Yeah.
This was about 55 or 56.
Boy, I can still remember walking with my hands on that dog.
Oh yeah?
I can remember straddling him one day and him standing up and knocking me down.
Yeah.
It knocked the wind out of him. It's the first time I'd ever had the wind knocked out of him.
No.
It was underneath an oak tree around back, and when they cut down, it was leaning toward the house.
Now that's Lou with the yo-yo on the left, and that's me next, and that's Sarah flipping her skirt, and that's
That's
George
waving.
standing on the window ledge, and then Tom next to him, Betty waving, Grandma behind her, Aunt Lucy, and that was Uncle Tom that just crossed to the left. And
Isn't Aunt
that's Aunt
Frances
Frances in the black, Aunt Lucy in the red, Aunt Catherine in the blue, Joe on the far right, and that's Mother in the flat on the left. This is Sarah's 8th grade graduation.
Maybe she's shooting the film.
Now,
Now you'll see her in a few minutes. She'll
Oh,
show.
thank
She'll
you.
appear in
Thank
here.
you, Ed.
She'll be holding a
Or should we
purse.
say Uncle Edwin?
It's weird.
Now, how old were these people? What is this?
8th grade. Sarah's 8th grade graduation.
Okay, do those look like 8th graders in 1987? Just look at the difference in them. Who's that guy there in the suit and the tie?
Who knows?
I don't remember his name at all. There's Sarah. The pink dress and the bouquet on her shoulder.
Looks like a blue butterfly.
Boutonniere.
And there's a lot of the teachers.
This Marie Fraser.
Yeah, that's Marie. They're standing next to
Right there,
Sarah.
just raised her hand.
Yeah. It's Reba Gillihan behind Sarah to the right. She was the principal of the
Well, I
grade
missed
school.
her.
You know her?
Yeah, she used to blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Well, let's see if we go back to her. See Mimi.
She
it's
used,
Mimi Chips
she
and
used to
those-
wear her hair in a bun and blow a whistle, a military
Right.
whistle.
Right. This
Out
was
on the
about
playground.
1956 or 57. I was about, I don't know, 15, 16 years old.
Miss Gillingham tripped
You see
over
those
my
flowers?
satchel in the second
Do you
grade
know
and
that those
started
flowers have been in the family for 200 years?
crying. The what?
Those flowers back on that last shot. This is Davy Crockett's cabin, I think, in Tennessee.
Tiny.
It's either Davy Crockett's
That's
cabin or
Daddy-
this is Thomas Walker's cabin.
That's
one of the
Thomas
two.
Walker, yeah.
Is it Davy Crockett or Grandpa?
This must be Cumberland Gap. The only reason we went there is because Dr. Thomas Walker is a great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather of ours. And he took
Say that again?
he took Daniel Boone through the Cumberland Gap. This is Ed and Renee Hughes.
Thomas Walker was the first educated white man to settle in Kentucky. He's a sixth great grandfather.
He also was the Walker of the Walker-Washington maps. He and George Washington surveyed and mapped the United States back when it was a colony. Did you know that?
No.
I've got a copy of the book of their maps.
That's Renee
But
Hughes
George-
and me.
Right.
Now look at there. Does that look like Benjamin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
poor kid.
Except see Benjamin
The
has
legacy is intact.
No.
Legacy.
Legacy.
Legacy, that too.
Okay, that's it.
Look at that. That's a
What was that?
Male chauvinist
Right,
pig.
male chauvinist.
starting out. Wait till Nancy sees this. Yeah, this must be
High
Sarah's.
school.
Lord.
High school.
Hey.
I wonder if
I'm
this
not
is out
doing
of
that.
sync. That's Sarah anyhow. As I was saying earlier, this rose bush.
Watching.
This rose bush is from a clipping from Humboldt, Tennessee. It was at our great-grandfather's farm outside of Humboldt.
This is 1959.
1959?
Yeah. Hey, look at it looks like she's positioned.
Yeah. It's out of sync if this is 1959. You sure this isn't 1961, I wonder? Or was it the wrong box?
There's Jet.
Yeah.
Could be.
The reason I said 61 is because I graduated from college in 59 and Sarah graduated in 61. I don't know who those people are.
This one's going so fast past everybody, you can't tell who anybody is.
I wonder who filmed that.
Where are we
It's
now?
you.
No.
Maybe this year was your first expedition.
What's that little white
No, in
building?
1961. Which dog is that?
That's Crypto.
Oh. See, if this
big
was
those
in
buses
1961, we're out of sync here. 61, I was married, I had Alan, and I was
almost had
pregnant
me.
with Anita. There's Al!
Oh.
That's Al!
Because this is Ann and Rose's on
You can
it.
tell by the head.
No, it's in the wrong box. No, that's Alan. And that's, I think, in
That's it.
Jackson Park in Chicago.
That looks like Marquette Park.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was
Now
Jackson.
tell them who Alan is.
Alan Bruce Mason, my oldest, who just
And
left.
who are you?
look
There you are.
I was
You got
pregnant with you.
glasses.
I was pregnant with you. And that's Gray Kitty. This is at Jackson Park, I think.
Uh-oh. I can't do nothing about it.
And there's little Al.
See, look at the knees of me. I told you, she had them all her life.
And you're at how old now? 20?
You mean when this picture was taken?
Yes.
Yeah, I was about
21.
20. I might have been, well no, Anita was born 3
You and I
weeks
are 21
before
years
I
apart.
turned 21. So I was 20 when this was taken. Al was a pretty good kid.
And that's it.
Get on to us. They flipped everything up in his tape.
Now this, we're out of sync here. This is my graduation in 1959.
Was that a tradition for you guys to go out and clip roses?
We had nothing else exciting to film, so we clipped roses. Or we
Well, I
ate
just thought maybe
fruits
it was
or
some kind of a
blew out candles or something.
tradition.
Diane, you look beautiful there.
Oh,
Look.
thank you. I was 18.
The bench is gone.
Now the bench was gone years ago.
There's Jeff.
There's Ed.
Yeah, Jet. No, yeah. Even then, animals didn't like him.
I saw that.
Good boy.
He still can't catch anything.
That's
There's
Spot.
Spot. Spot was a three-legged dog. He got hit by a car.
He was made into a tripod.
Right.
Try Spot.
He was a good dog.
Somebody
That was
on
the one.
Highway 6.
There's the tree!
How many shots he has with this tree.
Isn't this tree, isn't it gone now completely?
No.
Is it?
Isn't it? There's Ed and Renee and who? Where the kid in the front is?
See, this was in the Joe Grease era with
Yeah, look at
Elvis
the booth
Presley
the
and
cops.
all that.
Yeah.
So
This was in
the
59.
grease starts to come into the hair.
Is it a Cub
I
Scout
can't
shirt?
believe this.
This is
Ed is
true.
actually pulling
I
somebody.
made that wagon.
Oh, yeah? Once again, we look at the tree.
And Ed's behind.
Now Ed's pushing, now Ed's pulling.
See, that was a couple of different wagons that rotted out. Notice the back wheels don't match the front.
Yeah, I noticed that. I just thought that was your normal style of building.
What drama.
Would you,
Focus a little
yes,
bit.
focus gently the other way. Whoa,
What is it?
that is a
My
clarinet.
clarinet. What were you doing with my clarinet?
Is it raining or is it the film?
No, it's the film. I
Trying to
think.
smoke leaves in it.
Yeah. Is that the magnolia tree?
You know, I remember this.
You ready?
Ready? Okay, that's Columbus, daughter of Crypto.
And that's Alan, son of Ann.
Right.
And that's Mother. picking up
Grandmother
Al.
of Anita.
Alan was born the end of November, so this was
Notice-
probably taken in, this was in 61, I guess. He was born in November of 60.
Notice how much our parents have changed in just a few years.
Yeah, did you notice the uncle jumping up and down?
Hey, see the paint on the steps?
Uh-huh.
That was
Oh
me.
yeah, you wanna know where Kenny got it?
We've got some still shots of these too.
I just shot ears on top of Mother's head there. You couldn't
You did it
see
to
it.
your nephew too.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, that's what I said. You were wondering where Kenny got it from?
Alan was probably about 9 months old or so when this was taken.
Look how the trees have grown.
Yeah. I thought Spot lost his leg long before.
That's Columbus.
Oh, okay.
Spot lost his leg
And there's the tree
and
again.
then lost his life chasing women.
Oh yeah, is that what he died?
Yeah.
I think I was gone when he died.
It didn't
You
Inhibit
want me to
his
tell him we're gonna
desire,
go
but it
downtown?
sure messed up his performance.
I'll tuck you.
What is that on the lens of the camera?
That's Chicago.
No, is that one of your pig curls? Look.
No. Charles had to have taken this.
Oh, that's the lake, yeah.
Now,
Look how good the color is.
well, this had to have been early 60s. I don't know when. Look at the no
Oh,
skyscrapers.
1966.
This is 66?
Where's the three kids? Old
Well,
town.
there's Old Town.
Oh, that place is still there, O'Brien's.
A lot of this isn't,
Where are the three
Right
kids?
now, that's Chow's.
I don't know, Anita.
That's the Second City Theater.
This is when Old Town was just really coming back.
Oh, that's
Piper's Alley.
Piper's Alley.
I don't really remember this, taking, you know, Charles ended up taking these.
What was Chuck taking? This is Michigan Avenue.
That's the bridge.
Going across the bridge, that's the Wrigley Building and Marina Towers. Where are we now? We're at
This is the expressway, that's
No,
what,
This is Sox Park.
that's White Sox Park, that's 35th and,
The pig
the
curls.
Ryan.
There's Ellen.
There's Sealy.
Oh, that's where
64th,
there's
there's
me.
Anita.
There's Charles.
Chuckles.
There's me.
Okay, you need to clarify that this
you.
is Charles Mason, father,
There's
Alan,
Sealy, there's him,
Anita,
There's me.
and Kenneth Mason.
who is toddling up to the camera.
Isn't he cute?
See,
He was like Jennifer.
He had the kind of face that made you
There's-
want to smack it then.
Oh, there's Anita warming up to Bean Allen.
I remember doing this.
Look out, Kenneth.
You remember
Whoa, boy.
I remember
Owl on the far left
but not
tee.
this time.
Kenneth.
Hey, Chuckles.
Alan, right
Oh.
Needless to say, this superb photography was done by Ann. What is that, Anita? Kenneth throwing a fit. One of his earlier fits.
I look like Jennifer.
1966.
Oh, there's the bus.
It sure is.
Oh my goodness.
Aww.
How special we all look.
Oh, there go our golden years.
Me with my rubber band chain.
We go bye-bye.
This is slow motion.
This is Columbia Military
I have nothing to do
Academy,
with that.
where yours truly went to school in Columbia, Tennessee.
I learned how to walk like a dead man. Rigor mortis
This is a
setting in.
rehearsal for the night of the zombie.
It's amazing we haven't lost a war.
Just think, these are now our officers.
With that touch on that one.
Except for one who dropped out.
Who were named nameless, but
I didn't know that
Benjamin Edwin Clemens.
camera had a slow speed on it.
Oh no, it didn't have.
It's running as fast as the rest of them are.
Uh-oh.
They quit.
But the film's still running and the camera's still shaking, so it wasn't. Here we go. Where are you?
I don't know.
I told you they were cadavers.
That's me drilling the platoon.
Oh, the shoe with the sword to the right?
That's me right there.
Down in front.
Oh, is this when you won the Chicago Tribune Award?
I don't know. May have been.
There's so many.
Right. One of those
There have been
events.
so many glories in your life, Ed.
Nieces, nephews,
Really?
Tribune Awards.
There weren't too many people
From a town
reviewing
you've
you all.
never even lived in.
They'd
Look at the
bring
hairstyle,
in
going red.
generals from the army to review us.
What synchronization.
Okay, that's me
Where?
Up front with the flag.
right there.
How come he's the only one who gets to dive in front of the camera and point out who he is?
Is that you with
That's
the blue
me
thing on
again,
your-
yeah, with the blue thing on my
around your
shoulder.
shoulder?
That's a helicopter we just shot down.
I was gonna say, it looks like it's about to crash and the propeller's only going that fast.
Well, it's conserving film.
That's Jason Williams, Eddie
Oh,
Shutt.
there's Ed.
Oh,
that's
that's
me
it
on
on
the
the right.
Look at the hipsters.
Now that guy there was locked up in jail later for some kind of bank fraud thing.
I just want to know why you guys are walking in slow motion.
His mom gave him that Jaguar for a graduation present.
That's it, kiddos.
My parents come to pick me up in a beat up 56 Buick.
What are you gonna do that, Ken? That's it.
Okay, now explain what this is, Ann.
When we were kids, there was no TV or anything, so Mother used to buy these little cartoons. And when we had birthday parties, the cartoons would run, and that was supposed to entertain all the kids.
So what's the name of this?
This is Bobby Bumps Goes Fishing. We also had something called Betty Boop, and we also had something called Pygmies of Africa, but we can't find the films right now. This is the only one that survives. I think there were a couple others besides those, but those are the ones that really stood out. Birthday parties back in the 50s and 40s.
Is there a reason the cat's wearing an Aunt Jemima hat?
I don't know. I think it was a trademark of this guy or something that made the cartoons. This one was from like the late 40s. I remember seeing it over and over and over.
That's it.
Well, what does that mean?
What?
How come he got reduced in size? Or
He was
something?
embarrassed because he told his wife it was a big fish.
And came back bragging about it, and his wife laughed at him because it was a big fish, so he
Wasn't really a
shrunk
fish.
down.
Huh. Is there anything else?
That's it.
That's it. We're done.
Well, that's all, folks. Later, there may be more.
These floors, were they stripped?
No, I stripped her off. I just let her do it. She rented a sander thing.
That would be Russell.
Sits.
It's easier getting off of this than it is getting off of the carpet downstairs.
I guess we can let you do that. Mom, did you put both the leaves in this table?
There we go.
Mom? Can I ask you why you only put one leaf in the table?
Hey. We'll keep this stuff here.
Put it behind there, maybe. Sean Penn.
Gotcha! Welcome to the cruel world of video.
I'm used to
Identify
it.
yourself.
I'm Al Mason. I'm the normal one in the family.
Of this generation.
This generation.
Real life.
And who is videoing you?
Edwin Clement III
Right. The normal one of which generation?
of the Clement generation.
Of the last
The
generation.
Pepsi generation.
The Pepsi generation. Little close up of the cameraman. Little something for the future. Okay. And what a vision of loveliness you are. Who are you?
I'm your wife.
Okay. And where are you from?
Rush Street.
What's the matter?
Rush Street. Okay.
That's our.
This is what we're looking for. Nicole, tell me about it, honey. What did they do? What did they do, sugar?
Tell him.
He pushed me into the fire.
He did. And Nicole, who is this? Is this Ben? Is this Benjamin? And what did he do?
He pushed me into the fire.
Okay. Well, let's go check this out here too.
And then I fell backwards right here.
Okay, Clement children, listen up. This is what a crying child looks like. I know you've never seen one before, but this is what they're like.
Should we hit him?
Okay, now, Would you like to explain who you are?
Who I
Hey,
am?
this is for future generations.
I, my dear, am a phenomenon.
A phenomenon. Okay, speaking of phenomenons, who is your mom? Huh?
Your sister.
Oh, wait, my sister.
Would somebody get
Okay.
me out of here?
And your mother's name is
Kenny.
what? You don't come out till you
My
do.
mother's
So-
name is Anne.
Stop. Now wait. Okay, lady, excuse me. Excuse me, would you tell me what your name is, please? Look, future generations will want to know. What's your name, please? Colin. Oh, Colleen, not Colin. Okay, now what's your last name?
Van Fleet.
Van what?
Fleet.
Fleet. Okay, Van Fleet.
Yeah.
And you're here with whom, please?
Alan.
Okay, so you're not a conjugal member of this family then?
No.
Okay, in other words, there's no blood lineage or any of that kind of thing?
No.
Okay, we're clearly establishing your genealogy for future generations, and you are here with this guy right here, right? This is the one you're here with, all right? I've got that down now. Recorded for all generations to come. This is Alan Mason. And what is this?
A warning for cameramen. Actually, this should say cameramen will be shot.
No, the cameramen are the ones that do the shooting. See, let's don't forget that.
Oh, Alan, open that box.
Al,
Which
That
box?
little box right in front of that.
Al, this is all the fun stuff you missed in the last trip.
Somebody, excuse me.
Do you want to be?
Somebody gave me a wad of gum. Would you please
This
take
is
that?
clay.
Thank you. Okay.
I did.
It's clay that's been masticated then. Okay.
Here, eat this one.
Okay, just a minute. Honey.
Okay. And what's your
You know
name?
how much longer the pie's got?
What's your name?
You know it,
Okay,
so don't forget it.
Honey, we need to know your name for the camera. Would you explain, please? Your name is what?
Andrea told you.
Andrea what, honey?
You're in my
Andrea Dana. Your last name.
Okay, you know, people who'll be watching this for the next 100 years won't know who you are. Now, what's your name? Andrea? Dawn? Right? What's your last name?
Clement.
Clement. Very good. And you're who?
Nothing.
You're somebody too. Everybody's
My name is nothing.
everybody's a somebody.
Any second now.
Okay, you're Benjamin Clement, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just shut off.
Okay, now somebody
Oh, it's already.
somebody explain who this little one is.
It just popped off by itself.
The one with the puppy ears is who, honey?
What's her full name?
Jennifer Christine.
Okay. And then what is your name, darling? Come on.
Therese Nolan.
What is it again, honey?
Therese Nolan.
Okay, good. That's wonderful. Now, would somebody explain who this is?
Moose.
Moose?
It's a mammal.
Is that in moose or moose? Okay, what's the plural of moose?
Camera shy.
Yeah.
What a darling child that is. That is without a doubt the most gorgeous baby child I have ever seen in my life. Okay, now.
Be sure and get Tim.
Okay, Tim.
Yes.
Okay, would you explain who you are, please?
My name is Tim
Okay.
Miller, and this here's my kissing cousin.
Is that right? My goodness.
We're real good friends.
We're real close.
Is that right? Is that right? Well, you know, I'm really impressed. You know, there's nothing like close family ties. It's wonderful. Okay, and you're out of where? Where's your home?
Well, I come from, where should I say, all over.
You come
Just-
from all over because your
Yeah.
parents are in the
Salvation Army, yeah.
right. So you were raised pretty much all over.
Yeah.
Yes, truth. Okay, and your parents are?
They're my, well, you want their names?
Yes,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay. They're John, my dad's name is J. Arnold Miller. That's what he was.
Okay.
And of course they're majors too because they're in the Salvation Army.
Right. And your mom?
It's Catherine Bernice Miller.
Who happens to be
My aunt.
by
My daddy's
by
sister.
your dad's
My
okay,
dad's
your
sister.
dad's sister. Okay.
Jordan Murray's sister.
And they're two of how many
I believe there were
2
10.
of 11, wasn't it?
Well, 11. I think there was a miss.
Okay.
Was stillborn. And then,
Well, one didn't count.
Okay. Well, very
it's
good.
a big, happy Protestant family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasps.
Right.
Yeah.
Lots.
What? Wasp?
Yeah, white American Saxon.
Oh,
Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah.
Protestant.
Something like that.
Something or others. Okay. Well, I appreciate the interview. You all are very succinct in all of your documentation of your family histories. And it's just nice to meet somebody so articulate and picturesque as well. Okay. We're back into this again.
Stop.
Honey, we've got things we have to do.
No, wait. Mom, the gravy's done.
Okay, this is live eye. Would you like to?
Run for your
Would you?
Ed, I would suggest that you move out of here for right now.
A weapon, Ed, you're gonna get
come back in here.
No.
Didn't we make mashed potatoes we can throw at them?
This is the place for cameramen.
Just give him a little bit of everything.
okay.
You did fine on
This is the way people are seen as they really are.
Ed, I have a weapon.
Okay, now what is your name? What is your name?
Aunt Sarah's sister.
The Aunt Sarah's sister, the matriarch of the Clement dynasty, right?
Remember that.
Is that right?
That's her.
Okay, now, would you like to explain anything concerning your family? Would you like to explain what you're doing?
I am putting gravy into receptacles so that we can pour it out in there on top of the stuff.
Receptacles. She gets paid
How about that?
$50,000 a year to learn that word.
Is that right? I thought a receptacle was something you plug appliances into.
You plug the what into?
Appliances.
a receptacle was something you sit on a sponge.
You come in here and take the turkey out of the bags.
Are you the hostess? Is this your home?
Unfortunately, yes, this is mine. Would you follow me into the
Okay, yeah,
dining area and take the turkey out of the bag?
I'll follow you in, but I can't take turkeys out of bags. It's not in my job description.
Would you move? Ed!
See my hands? They're burnt. You and your movie camera.
Oh, my.
Excuse me.
Everybody get in your seat. Last one in their seat to rock eggs. Hurry.
What the H-E-double-T fix is this?
I thought I'd be fancy.
What is it?
It's salt.
It's a salt.
Shawl?
Salt. Salt dip. Your way.
It's just still.
Come on, Ed. Jen, sit down. We're gonna eat.
Hurry, you can make the rotten eggs.
There's a pan on the table, so it doesn't need to be.
There is. Where? Okay.
Excuse me, lady, I don't mean to be obnoxious, but why are your children always crying?
Huh?
Why are your children always crying?
Because their obnoxious great old uncle is here.
Well, you know, I just happen to make that observation. Wherever I am and your kids are, they're always crying. I thought maybe you could
Well,
explain
why don't you
that.
leave them alone?
This is what's known as investigative reporting.
China?
Oh, China.
China!
Yeah, how nice. Very good, very good. A little
There's an
humor
olive for you, Ed.
there. Very little humor. Okay, now just
Oh, we're gonna.
go on and do your thing.
Are we gonna pray?
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Oh, you poor baby.
Hi, Mr. Gunpooey.
Andrea. Let's pray.
No.
There be silence.
Are we ready?
Nick, wait.
Jennifer, be quiet.
Okay. Father, we just thank you for this opportunity that we have of giving thanks together. And God, we just ask that you would move upon us in a very real way, Father, which would enable us to live as your children and bring honor to that name. And Father, we speak a blessing upon all the families represented here. And in Jesus' name, we give you thanks, praise, and glory. Amen.
Did you videotape that?
Yeah, he did actually.
Would you kindly get the bags off the turkey.
May I have one?
I can't be an investigative reporter.
And there's only room for one Steven Spielberg, okay? Go unbag your turkeys. Go away. I'm blocking my... Here, have a stool.
I think you should start carving.
Benjamin, you want sweet potatoes?
Well,
With the marshmallows?
Under there. Can't get it loose without.
Crest hopes